Ben, I want you to own it in 2025. I want you to wake up today and I want you to look at your situation and I want you to own it. I want you to think, I'm 40 years old, I'm living in my mom's basement, I'm still struggling. Own that. If you're in a good situation, own that as well. Sometimes it takes, take 2 steps back from your life and take a look at it and then be real with yourself, but own it in 2025. Look, nobody ever lifts up and appreciates the people that had the easy road. We appreciate the people that struggled, the people that did it, the people that pushed the biggest weight, that, they have the biggest muscles because they've worked hard and pushed. So let's do that. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to own your position. Don't blame anybody else. Stop where you're at, stop today, and own it going forward. So self-confidence isn't going to vanish. It's going to slowly come. So if you have poor self-confidence, that's not going to in one day go away. But if you lift the weight day after day after day, then your self-confidence will build. And your non-confidence in yourself will go away. So that's what I want you to do today. I want you to be confident in yourself, and I want to own your spot in 2025. Stop blaming other people. Stop looking on your phone and seeing other people and thinking, oh, they have the perfect life and they have the perfect whatever. No, they don't. They're just putting it out there for you to look at. So own it in 2025, man. Own where you're at. If you don't like it, stop. Reset. I say it in almost every video. If you find yourself in a hole, stop, dig in. Instead, start filling that hole in. If you have bad credit, stop today. Start going the other direction to build good credit. So own what's going on with you in 2025. I know it's June right now, but from this moment on, change your life, change what you do, change your habits, or just be real with you about what's going on. Like me, I need to look at myself and say, okay, I'm in pretty good health, except, man, I need to lose like at least 50 pounds. So I need to be real with myself when it comes to that, which we have. I've started eating better. Me and my wife are trying to go down the path of eating better. So, be real with yourself. Own it in 2025. That's my thing for today. Live by the 80-20 rule of life. 80% of the time, do exactly what you're supposed to do. Stay between the lines. The other 20% you can enjoy. You can live that way. The problem is a lot of us have switched that. 80% of the time we live crappy. We do crappy things. We do whatever. And then we look up and think, oh, why is things so hard for me? It's because we're doing the 80-20 rule, but in reverse. So 80% of the time, don't speed. Be a decent person. Let somebody else in. Do whatever. But the 20% of the time, have fun. Do what you want. Drive fast. You can't live your life in the 80% being crazy. So you're going to go towards the crazy. So anyways, that's the message from today's video. Own it in 2025, guys. Look up where you're at. Take 2 steps back from your life and say, why don't I have a good job? Why don't I have a good relationship? Where am I living? I'm not even kidding. I know 40-year-old people that live in their mom's basements or, live in the bedroom they grew up in. And they say, well, what, no, it's ultimately your decisions. So, look, I know people that haven't taken care of their cars and they say, yeah, I need to change my oil. It's 10,000 miles past due. What do you think's going to happen? Maybe that should be my next video. What did you think was going to happen? Anyways, guys, that's my message for today. Own it in 2025. Be real with yourself. Get yourself together. Get away. Like I come down here by the stream. It's quiet. There's not a bunch of noise. You know, if you're a follower of Jesus, you can stop down here. You can pray and say, Lord, reset me, reset my life, reset my mindset. If you're not a follower of Christ, that's fine. That's your personal choice. You can also come down here and say, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Reset. That's the main thing. So, and daily ask yourself, when something goes bad, what did I think was going to happen? So here's another thing, guys. You can have an attitude going through life. One guy can have something bad happen to him, and he can think, oh, it always happens to me. It's always that way. I always have something bad. And then the other guy can have the exact same thing happen to him, and he looks up and says, well, I won't do that again. I learned that lesson. So a lot of life's about your attitude. So if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. So get yourself aside, find your peace. Because as you age, you're going to want more peace in your life. Anyways, that's it for today. Talk to you guys next video.